is going to be some sort of lurkerling build. And I still haven't seen a robo down for Jangbi. Lots of goons and Templar though, so he's going to be able to combat this fairly well, assuming he... Oh, there's the robo. Assuming he gets detection, and he does have detection. So, what we're going to see shortly, Jangbi's going to move out like he's doing right now. He's going to inflict as big of an attack on the Zerg as he can, while probably trying to grab another base. He's got to expo soon because his main is gonna start running out fairly quickly. Protoss mines minerals very, very fast. There's that expo. Effort has scouted it, however, so he is going to have an idea that this is coming. Really, any pro gamer or any competent non-professional gamer would suspect this at this point. Protoss has to expand at this point in the game, otherwise he's going to get overrun. And then we see Effort just doing a lot of harassing with Zerglings. He's going to run in and maybe take a shot at that Nexus. And Cannon's going to go down first, and it's not going to stick around for long. Jangbi quickly reinforcing with Zealots and a few goons. Those Zerglings probably aren't even going to get out of there. Now, what Effort is doing here, he's not so much trying to kill this expansion as he is trying to delay Jangbi's push. Jangbi has a big, strong army on the ground right now. He's got observers out. He's got lots of storm. I don't think Effort's army is, at least at the moment, capable of taking out Jangbi in a head-on engagement. Here comes Hydras to assist. When the Zerg is on 3 gas, he can afford to do crazy things like Lurker plus Hydra. On 2 base, he would have to go Lurker Ling, but he has enough gas to afford the Hydras and still the Lurkers, but he's not even slowing Jangbi down. Jangbi's rolling across the map really quickly. Effort having to fall back. So getting some good storms. Effort still falling back. That storm almost completely misses, only gets 1 Lurker. But still Effort falling back. This push could be game-ending. Goons all over the front door here. Hydra's fighting for their lives. Only 3 Lurkers left. I think this could be the end. Zealots going up. Okay, Jangbi seems to know about this expansion. I don't know if he scouted it with an observer. Oh, it's a Dark Templar. So Effort has set up an expansion up in the top right, at the top right natural, and Jangbi's gotten a Dark Templar in there. He's all over it, and I believe he's sending Zealots up there as well, while simultaneously attacking the Zerg's front door. Yeah, that expansion is going to go down. There's no chance of that sticking around with a control group of Zealots up there. There's only Lings, and they're not going to do anything. So Jangbi's doing a good job of preventing the Zerg from expanding any further. Like I said, when a Protoss is on 2 base, if a Zerg gets to 4, it's pretty well GG. There's no coming back from that because Zerg just gets too big. And you know, the thing about Zerg is when they have their bases operational, they don't have to produce any more drones. They just go into straight macro mode. Jangbi looks like a big attack coming up the back door of Effort's 3rd base. He's got 3 Lurkers there, doing a nice job of sniping the observers. So now the only way Jangbi can take down the Lurkers is with Storm, and I don't know if he's got enough. Look at this brilliant flank by Effort. He has trapped Jangbi's entire army, and I don't think he's going to get him out of there. There's no observer. He's got no detection. He's got goons and Templar all going to go down. He's stormed out. What a brilliant move by Effort here. I don't know if it's going to be enough to save him because he did just lose that base up in the top right. Jangbi's obviously dismayed there. So he did lose that base while Jangbi has essentially secured his. But I don't know. Effort's got a lot of troops on the ground, and Jangbi's now being forced to retreat. So we'll see what happens. This is getting pretty exciting. On the mini-map here, it looks like Jangbi might be looking to take a 4th base. I can't tell yet. I haven't seen the guy go up there. Robotic support bay being added, so we might see some Reavers here shortly. Could also just be for shuttle speed so that Jangbi can do some drops. And now Effort again going to try to secure that base up in the top right. He knows that he has to expand again because Protoss is on 3 base, and if he does an expo, then Protoss is going to get too big. Really, all of StarCraft is just a game of resource management and army movement, but these guys definitely have it down to a science. I really wish we could get a look on the mini-map at what's going on up in the top left. But it's not going to happen. Jangbi looks like he might be moving out again with a big hit squad of Zealots, Templar, and a couple goons to support. 1 Storm and a couple shots from a goon will kill a Lurker. What is this, a drop? Effort might be dropping. No, he's not. He's just checking out that 3rd base. Meanwhile, Jangbi moving around the middle. while getting a little bit of harassment from some Lings. Those Lings are no doubt trying to snipe High Templar. High Templar are just absolutely lethal. And down goes one. He did get a storm off though, which killed most of those Lings. And yeah, they're going to get cleaned up before he loses any more HCs. There was a drop there. That was a lurker drop, and it has done some significant damage. Many probes going down. I didn't see a count on that, but there's probably at least 10 or 12 probes that died to that lurker drop. Effort's now on high, and Defiler Mount has just finished, so this could start getting bad for the Protoss at this point. Dark Swarm, very effective at completely nullifying the Goon threat. Cracklings with the Adrenal Gland upgrade are super effective on the ground, so Goons are very soon going to become almost useless in this game, while the effects of Archons are going to be lessened under Swarm, and of course there's the threat of Plague, which is certainly not as effective as Psionic Storm, but very deadly in its own right. Another hit squad from Jangbi up here in the top right trying to deny this expo, but there's a lot of cracklings around, and they're going to be able to take down those Zealots. Zealots, up until the Adrenal Gland upgrade, basically dominate Zerglings, but once the Zerg gets upgraded, those Ling groups become super cost effective. They can kill relatively similar numbers of Zealots while inflicting tons of damage on buildings and everything else. Super mobile. Here's that top left expo that I was curious about. Turns out there wasn't a Nexus there. Jangbi was just trying to expo, and Effort is denying that. Effort looks like he's really starting to exert map control. I thought Jangbi was in solid control. Wow, looks like there was a Dark Templar in the Zerg base. It's got 4 kills on it. Drones have been moved out, and I think it's going to be handled here shortly. We're getting a look at some of the teammates of Jangbi and Effort. Anyways, shuttle moving around the map now. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's speed upgraded, so it must have Reavers in there. No, it is speed upgraded. I'm sorry. Storm drop, killing a handful of drones. Not a whole hell of a lot. There wasn't a whole lot there. That storm's going to come around. That shuttle's going to come around and try to storm drop. Effort's third, and this is going to be a very mildly successful drop. Could have been better. He got a few more drones, but Effort on the ball, moving his troops out of the way. Lots of troop movement still in the middle of the map by Jangbi. Tons of goons out. I haven't seen any defilers, so you know they're around there somewhere. Maybe he's just waiting on Plague to finish up, or Consume or something. I don't know. Jangbi right now is going to start focusing on securing a 4th base. He's going to be falling behind quickly. Looks like he's going to attack this top right expansion again. He's only got 3 Zealots here, but that's going to be enough to deter those drones. Zerglings moving into the bottom right. There's a Reaver there. Those Zerglings aren't going to do anything. They're not even going to attack. Zealots getting cleaned up by more Lings. That hatchery's at about half health. There's the Defiler. That Defiler is gonna swarm the cannons, and oh, that Reaver. Oh, Reaver and a Storm. That's more than enough. So excellent effort there by the Zerg player, but he got shut down by some Storm and a Reaver, and that attack was pretty much fruitless. Those goons look like they just cleaned up the Zergling presence at that top left expansion, so we should probably see Jangbi planning a Nexus there soon. Shuttle's still floating around trying to snipe some economy. Now, at this stage in the game, when the Protoss is basically behind on bases, he has to harass the Zerg economy because, like I said before, once a Zerg base becomes functional, once the Zerg base goes online, he doesn't have to produce drones anymore. He can just macro out of that. So in the late game, the Protoss player has to, and this expansion might go down. The expansion does go down. That's a big blow to Effort. Mission accomplished there with those 4 Zealots. I didn't think that was going to happen. I wasn't paying it much attention, but he did get that hatchery down, and that is gonna help Jangbi stay in this game. Anyways, the Protoss has to harass the Zerg economy. Otherwise, the Zerg is just going to be able to power units out and just overrun the toss, and Jangbi's trying to do a good job of that. He has gotten some successful drops off. He did just deny that expansion. Now he's got a big army here in the middle of the map trying to exert some map control so that he can secure that next expo. There's another Defiler. But there are just tons of Lings on the ground, and we're not seeing any really high-tech units from Effort yet, so you have to wonder if he's not got Ultralisks coming in the background. I'm sure his upgrades are getting there. Looks like he has +3 Carapace, and I'm sure his +3 attacks coming along. That Nexus is trying to go up